Hi there! Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a basic dip powder manicure using Color My World Dip's odorless liquids. Let's get started. The first thing is to make sure that we have clean and dry hands. Next, with our cuticle pusher, we're going to gently push back our cuticles on each of our nails. Now with the 180 grit side of our nail file, we're going to file our free edge nail shape. Next, we're going to gently remove the shine across the entire top surface of the nail, focusing around our sidewall and cuticle area where we're most prone to lifting. Once we're done with each of the nails, we'll use a fluffy dusting brush to dust it off. Now we're going to apply a layer of primer to each of the nails to cleanse them of any oils. To get started with our clear dip powder, we're going to stir it up to make sure it's nice and fluffy. Then with our odorless base liquid, we're going to remove that excess product and do a thin stripe about 3/4 of the way on our nail, wiping our brush off before returning it to the bottle. Dip at an angle into the clear dip powder and tap off the excess product. We're going to repeat these steps for each of our nails. This step is going to add more strength for our dip powder manicure. Be sure to always wipe your brush off before returning it back to the bottle to prevent cross-contamination. The odorless liquids are a slower drying formula, so if you notice on my pointer finger it has a dry dip powder look, while my middle finger has a wet, shiny look. All that means is the liquid isn't dry yet, so all we have to do is just dip back into the powder and wait for the liquid to dry before dusting off. That can take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes for each base liquid layer. Now that they're fully dry, we can dust off. Today I'll be showcasing the color Strawberry Champagne. To get started, we need to stir it up to make sure it's nice and fluffy and consistent. Then we're going to remove the excess product on our base liquid brush and do a full layer across our entire nail, avoiding our skin and sidewalls, wiping our brush off before returning it to the bottle, and dipping at an angle into the powder. Tap off the excess powder. An optional step would be to use a precision tool to clean up around your cuticle area to make sure there's no product on your skin. We're going to repeat these steps for each of our nails, doing a thin, even layer of our odorless base liquid, wiping our brush off before returning it to the bottle, and dipping at an angle into the jar. The precision tool is a great way to get a crisp, clean look. Remember how I mentioned they're a slower drying liquid? As you can see here, I do have some shiny wet spots, so I'm just going to re-dip back into the powder to make sure they're nice and dry before I dust them off. After several minutes have passed, now I can dust off the excess powder. Removing the excess liquid on my brush, we're going to go in for our second full layer of color. Following the same steps, making sure we do not get this product on our skin and doing a nice thin layer. Wipe your brush off on your napkin, dip at an angle into the jar, and tap off the excess powder. We'll follow these same steps for each of our nails, just building up strength and color opacity. Once they're fully dry, we can dust them off. At this point, if you wanted to, you could add more layers of color. This will depend on your personal preference of wanting more color opacity, and also depend on if you want to add more strength for your nail shape, length, and lifestyle. Removing the excess liquid on our brush, we're going to do another full layer across our entire nail. Then wipe our brush off on a napkin and pour the clear dip powder over top. This will be our encapsulation layer. This will protect the color when we go to file, shape, and buff. Be sure to fully coat the nail from sidewall to sidewall and tap off the excess product. We're going to repeat these steps for each of our nails. You could also dip into the clear dip powder if you wanted as well. Notice again how I do have some wet spots, so I'm just going to pour the clear dip powder back over top to make sure they're fully dry before dusting off. After several minutes have passed, now I can dust them off. Now with our activator, we're going to apply a very generous layer of this to each of our nails and wait 2 minutes so we can file, shape, and buff. If you tap a nail file on your nail and you hear a clicking sound, you'll know they're ready to shape. With the 180 grit side of my nail file, I'm going to shape my free edge first. Then I'm going to use the same side to go across the entire top surface of my nail. Once I'm happy with it, I use a buffing block to smooth it all out. After I'm done, I dust off the extra debris. Now with our activator, we're going to apply a very generous layer of this to each of the nails and then wait 2 minutes. After 2 minutes have passed, I'm going to use a dry lint-free wipe to rub it across the entire top surface of a nail. You can also use a napkin as well. This is going to help create a long-lasting shine for your top coat. With my odorless top coat, I'm going to remove the excess product on my brush and do 3 quick strokes on the nail, wiping my brush off on the napkin. It's really important to make sure that we do not get this product on our skin and we do thin, even layers. After around 2 to 5 minutes, we can go in for our second coat. For the second coat, we're going to be more precise and more detailed, making sure we cap off our free edge and wipe our brush off on the napkin. Don't forget to do thin, even layers and not get this product on your skin. The odorless top coat is also a slower drying formula, so please make sure to wait around 10 minutes for it to dry. After 10 minutes have passed and they're fully dry, you can apply cuticle oil. Before putting away your liquids, we're going to clean them off. So with the dry lint-free wipe, we're going to remove any product on the rim of our bottle before closing them up. Follow the same steps for your top coat. This is going to prevent cross-contamination and prevent them from getting sealed shut. Don't forget to also store them upright wherever you keep your liquids. Now all that's left is to enjoy your beautiful Color My World Dips manicure.